was NBA All-Star Game, and All-Star Game.
And he shined. Did I tell you and Jarrell that Team Durant had no chance? I told you to. That Team LeBron would dismantle and demolish those guys.
Go ahead and talk about it then.
Did you see it?
I did see it. I did see it.
No, we'll wait. We'll get to the game.
No, you're already there.
No. Go.
You're already there. So yeah, I did see it. But last night, let's start with, you had the 3-point contest, and you had Steph Curry to win that on a last shot against a late appointee, you know, and the old man finally got into the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Mike Conley. So he's now an All-Star, but he still doesn't have a technical.
No technicals. I thought about Jarrell last night.
No technicals. And so thoughts on the 3-point shootout.
3-point shootout was great, but you saw why sometimes I hate Steph Curry last night. And I see why you love him, because you're the gentle smart aleck. You're the gentle smart aleck. So you like that quality in him. Like an assassin. He let what's the kid's name? He let the kid think that he had a win, and here he comes. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, it was him and Mike Conley. In the finals. And here he goes.
In the early rounds, he was, you know, because I think he missed his first 3 shots. Shots in the early rounds, and in the final rounds, he missed his first 4. Mm-hmm. He missed his.
What was weird? What was weird to me, and I don't know, as because I shoot pretty. I got a nice shot when nobody's guarding me.
Right.
But at the elbow, where would you have put your money ball?
I would have put my money ball on
in the corner.
No, I would have put my money ball on the left wing.
On the left wing, yeah.
Left wing. That's where I shoot best. Left wing. It's interesting. It's the same place that LeBron shoots in the fourth quarter. It's that left wing.
Yeah.
And but so you're more of a baseline shooter?
Yeah.
So you put it in the corner?
I'd have put mine in the corner.
So would you have put your money ball? Somebody put their money ball early. Would you have put your money ball early?
No, because you got to get rhythm. And that the 3-point shootout is one of my best. I love that's my favorite All-Star event. Yeah, the 3-point shootout. I love it.
I think it was Jason Tatum that put his money ball early.
Dude, I didn't know he could. He's got a nice stroke.
Jason Tatum can play basketball.
He's got a nice stroke. Jaylen Brown, I was surprised to see him in. He did okay. He started it.
He had
started the competition off well. He was respectable. But man, Steph, man, you saw the thing in Steph last night that I hate. That's why I hate that red.
What is it that you hate?
Because he knew he was gonna win. He let the dude the drama, and then he went over there and kissed his wife. What's her name? Aisha. Aisha. She's on the court. She's on the court.
Don't you see how big time they were?
You see how big time they were?
So why don't you like that?
I don't know. I love Steph Curry. I love how he brings it. Yes, I do. I like his swag, but that's the kind of swag every now and then you're like, dude, why you do us like that, bro?
You do not like Steph Curry.
Yeah, and I think it's going. It was this kid, is this red dude. We didn't think the red dude was supposed to be stronger and more athletic than us. Isn't that crazy? Black History Month was last
What's
month.
With the colorism? But,
you know, that's colorism.
What's with the colorism?
I don't know.
Then you had the well, at halftime. We'll talk about the game last, but at halftime, I'm sorry, we needed to start off with the skills competition. Skills competition. Sabonis won the skill competition, and he beat Vooch in the finals. Mm-hmm. He beat Vooch in the finals. I was glad.
One of them beating Luka Doncic, and the other one beating Chris Paul.
Right, and so the big guys beat the guards, and then you had 2 big guys. Good morning, Janet. That you had 2 big guys in the finals.
What was up with that? Lately, that's who's been winning too.
Well, I think the guards don't take it as seriously. And it's amazing to me that the guards end up missing the pass.
Which D
And
Wade kept saying last night that that was the most important part.
the guard keeps missing the pass, and
Yeah,
both, and Vooch just rushed his three. He rushed his three. Otherwise, he would have. But Sabonis has a great stroke. He
he
has a great
does.
stroke.
Yeah.
Great
Vooch is
genes.
smooth, man. Vooch, y'all need to do, dude. I was thinking about you and Jarrell. Y'all, what are y'all gonna do? Get the man some help.
Well, we'll talk about some trade rumors that are on the horizon for the Magic coming up before the trade deadline. And then we got to the game. Team LeBron won 70. Team Durant won 50, a 20-point game. Giannis with 35, 16 from 16 from the field, hit two lucky bank shot three-pointers.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal had 26. Steph had 28. Dame had
Steph
32.
was showing. Oh my God.
So
they were showing out.
I've got a couple questions about this game. First of all, don't you agree that Giannis's game is kind of built for an all-star game? Because he's rolling to the basket, he's just gonna keep dunking the ball and all of that, and he has some handles on the outside, so he but those three-pointers were so lucky.
They were really lucky.
They were so lucky.
What the other thing that stood out to me, Dame just will not be overshadowed. He won't, bro.
No.
Dude, that they were pulling up from half court.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was really, really crazy. And we found out later that the captain, LeBron, was telling both Dame and Steph, shoot from further.
Let it
shoot
ride.
From further.
Yeah.
He kept telling them, back up some more. And so the one play, and I thought about you when C-Webb, who was commentating, I thought about you. C-Webb says, well, I want to see him turn his back. And when Steph turned his back, I thought about you. I'm like, Glenn want to punch him right now.
Right.
Glenn wants to punch him. I'm like, Glenn is saying,
I got a coach. My coaches never let us hot dog. My coaches never let us hot dog, but it's an all-star game. It's an exhibition.
Right.
My coaches never let us hot dog the way that I wanted to pop him one.
And don't blame it on your coach. You wanted to hit him because you anti-yellow boys. That's why you wanted to hit him. You wanted to hit him because you anti-yellow boys.
That's not true. Some jokers were playing last night, and I learned a new appreciation of what it is to be a pro in this NBA right now. They're at another level, Bishop.
Oh, it's
those
another
boys,
level.
ball.
And you saw the difference.
It's a whole nother level, bro.
Well, not just in the NBA, but NBA superstars. And I've said this before.
Yeah.
There are players. Everybody who makes an NBA team can play basketball, period.
Yes.
Whether they are the 12th, 14th man on the bench. Because when you think about the tens of thousands of people who are overseas, in local gyms, at LA Fitness, if you make in the G League, if you make an NBA roster, you can play basketball. But then you have the stars. But then you've got a handful of guys who are superstars. They can deal with the pressure. They can deal with all of that. If you saw, Zion was nervous.
Yeah,
Zion was nervous. Missed I think 4 dunks. But I want to ask you a question. And first of all, this would have been a different game if Team Durant had its captain.
Right.
KD was not there, even though the LeBron team was stacked. Now, what I know, because you don't really like Steph.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right.
I like that new commercial where it says, "Did you notice the name on the back?" Right. The name on the back. Right. That's a great commercial.
You don't really like Steph. So how did you feel about Steph being on LeBron's team?
he would be.
I'm just
You
talking
already
about
know
the
what I'm
All-Star
going to say.
game. I'm just talking about the All-Star game.
If
Because
Steph Curry would come over,
you don't really
LeBron-
like Steph, and you think LeBron doesn't like Steph.
No, I don't. LeBron, when they get together, LeBron gives Steph another kind of cool. If they would get together, it would be the dream matchup, those two. LeBron, they complement each other when they play together. You saw it last night.
LeBron tweeted out.
You saw it. That's his boy.
LeBron tweeted out, I finally, after all of these years, got to play with Steph, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Yep,
LeBron said, I enjoyed every second of it. He's the greatest shooter of all time. Tania says, take her back to the 90s. Yeah, it's too many points. I liked games when they were 99 to 85. That
170 to 150, Bishop.
It's just too many. It's just too many points. The All-Star game used to be 130 points in the 90s.
Yeah.
But now that's regular season games. So I need you though to tell our listeners and our viewers the truth.
Okay.
There's a part of you that did not like Steph being on LeBron's team. Now, you loved the contribution that Steph was making.
Oh my God.
But there's something about you, because you need LeBron not to like Steph.
Listen, LeBron James is the supreme being in the National Basketball Association. You see him moving stuff.
You're not answering the question.
And this is the thing. It was weird to me. You know why I liked it? Because LeBron could control it. And I'm glad you asked me that. And you got to the core. You bring it because he was there when he's on LeBron's team. LeBron, I don't have to worry about it. Steph is a bad boy. When he's not playing, when we play against him, you got to worry about Steph Curry. He's the greatest shooter ever known to mankind in the history of basketball. And you got to respect that.
He can be careless with the ball sometimes.
He can.
So
last night he was on.
He lost the ball, went and got it, and then just turned around and shot the ball from 35 feet. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
It was a special night last night for them.
And Dame called game.
Yeah.
From half court. He called game from half court. Any other highlights? Oh,
the slam dunk.
Slam dunk. I slam dunk at halftime.
At halftime.
It's time for them to retire the slam dunk contest.
You think so?
It's been time since Nate Robinson took 9 times to get the dunk. It's time to get rid of that.
How do you remember stuff like that?
It's time to get rid of it.
I think I turned it on some of Nate's dunks.
It's time.
We were watching something else.
The Obi Toppin dunk, the first one was okay.
Well, you know what I thought about that dunk anyway. You can't push off.
I knew you were going.
You can't push off. You can't push off. You can't push off like your guy did.
Aaron jumped over Taco Fall. He jumped over
Taco's head was bent over.
He jumped over.
It was a great dunk. Don't get me wrong. It was a great dunk. But when he hit the guys that my guy Jones from the Miami Heat, he won fair and square.
No, he didn't.
Fair and square.
Coach Landis McCoy says there's quite a few creative player type guys in the league, and they're continuing to breed them. So the NBA All-Star Game will continue to be a video game-ish. That's true, but it is still time. Now I agree with Tania. Local kid, Anthony Simons. Local kid.
We did his party, remember?
Yeah, absolutely. Local kid, Anthony Simons. For a kid that's maybe 6'2", for him to be kissing the rim, you know, that was cool. He got up there, and I don't know. Everybody was ridiculous talking about, you know, he should have kissed it for real. He would have been at the dentist today. If he would have been at the. You can't stop that kind of momentum.
What did you think about the first dunk where he sits the little where he set the ball
He
upon.
got it by his fingertips.
Yeah,
he did. The kids got some ups.
So that was what, maybe like 12 feet.
Yeah, the kids got some ups. I felt
And the
sorry
kid, like
for,
you,
I
like
felt
you
sorry
said,
for
like
Cassius Stanley.
yeah. Like you said, he's made they said 6'3", and I was like, because I saw but they had told me then, me and Harold, because he's out of IMG Academy,
right?
And they said then that this kid has some ups,
and he's not 6'3".
He's not.
No, he's not 6'3". That's his program height. That's his program height.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, and we're gonna move from the All-Star game. I'll be honest. I was nervous at first. I was nervous that Vooch wasn't gonna score because he kept missing his three. I'm like, he's got to score. He's got to score. And then finally, he got a left-hand dunk, and and then he hit a couple of threes. And so, see, Tania, you play too much. It is Seminole High School. Seminole High School state champions. My friend Tania, her son goes to Florida State, so she loves to see me in Seminole stuff. You see this orange and black? You see this orange and black?
That
state
is not garnet.
It is not whatever the colors are in Tallahassee are. You know, that kind of thing. I think it's going to be.
I like it when you fake like you don't know the colors. It's just like
whatever the colors are, man. Whatever the color, you know. It's interesting when we're at Seminole High School games and they start playing the fight song and the crowd starts doing the chop. I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I just start clapping.
You don't do the chop?
No, I can't do the chop. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
You afraid somebody might be around with the camera or something?
No, I don't care. I don't want to do it. I wouldn't care if camera phones did not exist. I will not do the chop.
Which is your deep allegiance to the school in the middle of the star. God. Canes all day.
It's great to be a Florida Gator.
Canes all day.
It's great to be a Florida
Rattlers, baby.
And yesterday, I want to talk about that yesterday.
HBCU, come on.
HBCUs
benefited. Man, let's talk about this.
And so we talked about it Friday, and I said that every time certain organizations want to legitimize what they're doing when they really should be at home, they give Black people some money. And you and Jarrell told me that the presidents of these HBCUs and these students are telling me to shut up, you know, just be quiet. But it was cool that they gave some students 50 grand. They did you see that they gave several students 50,000?
Right. And I think, didn't the Obi Toppin kid give away 25,000?
Yeah.
To 2 kids at North Carolina Central. Yeah.
So it's really, really cool. Really, really cool. Oh no, not LSU. They are tripping online today. They must know. My friend Tania talking about Go Tigers. That with GE. Give her your what's LSU's coach's name?
Ed Orgeron.
Give her your Orgeron, Go Tigers.
Hold on. I think I got it in here somewhere.
You got it in there, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But listen, know what was ironic last night? And TNT did a really good job, man. I love Ernie and Charles, and Shaq Ernie.
Who dressed Shaq last night?
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Who dressed Shaq? And who dressed Reggie?
Maybe they dressed Shaq. Shaq, maybe that was his tuxedo for Chuck being absent at Chuck's daughter's wedding.
Who dressed Reggie?
I don't know. It was horrible.
I'm offended when you spend a lot of money and still look bad. I wish I had the money that they have to spend on clothes.
So what'd you think about the chick that was what's her name? That was with the leather pants on, like the Gauchos last night. What's her name?
I don't know her name.
You know what I'm talking about. It was crazy though.
Little white girl.
But man, I thought, because we tuned in at 5 o'clock, Bishop, to watch, because you know how we do. It's All-Star Weekend. We're there for everything. Usually it's what? It starts on Friday.
Friday.
But anyway, we tuned in at 5 o'clock, and they filled the three. I didn't know how they were going to fill up those 3 hours. They did a really, really good job.
They did a good job. They did a good job. And she did a good job.
She did. Oh, Allie Forge. Allie.
Yeah.
Allie Forge. But it was.
I would have much rather had the ESPN sideline reporter.
Yeah.
What's her name? She was in the bubble.
Malika Andrews.
Malika Andrews.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
You had a moment there, Glenn. You had a moment there.
Oh, fellas, you got Malika Andrews.
You had a moment.
Know.
You had a moment.
The fellas know.
But if Twitter and Instagram are right, even though there was only few thousand fans that were allowed, Atlanta was wild.
Lit. You could tell.
Oh,
you could tell.
Atlanta
was lit.
Off the. What were they doing? I mean, they were stealing tires. Come on, they were putting trucks on blocks. I'm like, we still doing this?
Atlanta was lit.
Atlanta was crazy. I saw one video. They told this girl to get out the car in the middle of the street and twerk. And while she was twerking, they drove off. Y'all gonna raise y'all daughters better.
You're not telling me.
Y'all, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I wish y'all didn't. Chris Rock said it's the father's job to keep his daughter off the pole. Yeah. That's his job. They drove off while she was in the, and then
that's hilarious.
And then this idiot ran down the street after the car. just stop it.
That's Atlanta was. They had been waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? It's Atlanta.
Well, I remember the year that they had that the last time All-Star was there, they had to close down Lenox Mall. They had to close down.
I do remember.
It was crazy. But shout out to the NBA. NBA knows how to do an exhibition weekend. And they got it in one night, and they got it. It'll be interesting. But let's talk about two players that weren't there.
Okay.
Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons. They tried to get edged up.
They went to the bench. Bishop, can you imagine? Dude, they just wanted to get a trim. They wanted to
get edged up. Do you think? Here's my question. Okay. Here's my question.
Kudos to them for telling the truth.
Right. Are they going to keep their barber? Are they going to keep?
I don't know. And it might have been one of those renter barbers. Because I don't know the whole story. So was this back in Philly?
No, they got edged up in Philly.
They got,
they flew to Atlanta.
He's out. You can't do that. Dude should have known.
They had to be quarantined in Atlanta.
The barber cost them some bucks and a good time in Atlanta, dog. He's out. He's out.
Man, you can't just I mean, I know we don't. I know it doesn't matter to us anymore. But you know,
when you find a good barber,
your barber you got to keep.
You got to keep it. But he's out. This was the All-Star game, bro. With Joel Embiid too. You know his ego.
You know he wanted to show out.
You know he wanted to play.
So he's out.
Yeah.
No, you got to keep your barber. I still go back to Daytona. I still go back to Daytona every week to get my beard.
Man, you can't give me COVID, dog. You can't give me COVID during All-Star. Bro, what's wrong with you? You done gave me COVID. You understand? You understand now? Man, you know the things that they had planned? You done gave me COVID. He's gone.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
He's gone.
A lot of good college basketball games over the weekend, and everybody, we're getting ready. The conference tournaments start this week. My Gators gave up a game to Tennessee. I was so angry. Michigan had 2 good games over the past week.
Dude, what about the Big Ten? Is the Big Ten for real?
For real. They're beating up on each other. Michigan beat Ohio State, but then they lost to Michigan State. Illinois is balling.
Like 5 out of the top 10 from Big Ten schools.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You never saw. I was good. I like the fact that the Heels beat up on Duke over the weekend.
Is Duke going to make it to the tournament? Should they let them in?
Not if they don't win 2 games in the
not if they don't earn
tournament.
Not if they don't. Yeah.
They need to win 2 games in the ACC tournament.
So they're really that bad this year.
Yeah, they're very young, and sometimes one and done doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Let's go to the NFL.
Okay.
Franchise deadline for franchise is tomorrow, and of course, as of right now, Dak Prescott still does not have a contract from the Dallas Cowboys. Somebody made a statement. I want to ask you about this. Somebody made a statement that the Wilsons will not be on the Christmas card list of the Prescotts because of Russ putting Dallas, in his 4 teams that he would go to. Fair or foul? When Dak is waiting on his contract.
That's fair. That's foul. That's foul. I wonder why Russ would mention Dallas, knowing the situation there with Dak. I don't think you should ever lose your position to injury, especially an injury like Dak, man. That was horrible. And so I think that was foul. He shouldn't have done that. I don't know, but again, like you said, it's the lure of playing in the Big D, playing for America's team. You said it last week, and that's why he did it. Quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, who wouldn't want to? Starting quarterback.
I wouldn't.
Russell wants to do stuff like that. He's got Sierra. He went after Sierra.
What?
What? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Russell does stuff like that. That was a big time move.
He went after Sierra.
Yanked her from Future, bro.
They weren't together.
Still, he got it. And
but they weren't together.
But that's a big time move. Going to Dallas is like getting Sierra. Being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. People know what I'm talking about. They're going to be on your feed talking about making the equivalency. So we know that Russell does stuff big time stuff. Sure, he loves her now.
You amaze me, dude. You amaze.
I'm sure he does. What
do you mean you sure he loves her now? What does that mean?
He went after he's big time. That's what I'm just trying to say. He's big time. So it was foul, but you can't put it by him. That's why he did it. But really though, where do you think Dak Prescott ends up if not in Dallas?
I don't know. This quarterback carousel is crazy. I mean, because you've got Pittsburgh did do what they needed to do. They signed Big Ben. Deshaun and Houston are still in their battle. Breeze hasn't technically retired yet.
No.
But they're talking about signing Jameis. You've got to look at what Belichick is going to and New England is going to do in the draft. You've got to look at also, what do the 49ers do? They claim that they're committed to Garoppolo. I don't know why.
You don't think so?
Well, I'm not doubting what they're saying. I'm just I just don't know why. I mean,
he's Jimmy G.
Sure,
I mean,
he was.
They were 8-0 at one time.
He was one pass from being Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
And he overthrew him by a mile. He overthrew him by a mile, but he was one pass from being Super Bowl champion. We've got to see what Denver is going to do. We've got to, and then you've got all of these. You've got 5 quarterbacks that are scheduled to go in the first round in the draft. So
yeah,
this quarterback carousel, I don't know.
And everybody's going to be looking for their Justin Herbert.
The only thing that is a given is Trevor Lawrence is coming to Jacksonville. That's the only thing the only thing that's given. Everything else is up in the air. You know, I still think Sam Darnold can be a serviceable quarterback. So if the Jets trade him, where does he end up? Some people are saying that he could end up at the Washington football team.
Yeah. They
some people are
got rid of
saying
What about that move? What was that move about when they got rid of Alex Smith?
$15 million in cap space.
Clearing the cap space.
Just clearing cap space. Can you afford to pay him $15 million if he's not your starting quarterback? So that's just a question there. The speculation is that could he come to Jacksonville with his old college coach and mentor Trevor Lawrence? That's some of the speculation there. What do you? I mean, Deshaun in Washington, like that or not, because that's a rumor as well. With Rivera, who did a great job with Cam.
With Cam in Carolina, all those years, all that good, successful playoff. They had some playoff years too. I cannot see Deshaun. Where is he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? He's so embattled now with all this that's going on. It's getting silly. You know what I mean? And distracting. It's getting silly and distracting.
What silly on whose part?
Well, I guess Houston. I guess the team.
They should just let him go.
Yeah.
They should just let him
go. I would. You know, if he didn't want to be there.
Now, this is not me. This is not me. This is Schefter. This is Yahoo Sports. This is Todd McShay. The rumor is
we know what you're going to Jarrell and I know what you're going to say.
No,
we already know what you're going to say.
The rumor is because you all pick the Dolphins pick at number 3.
You always put it on the rumor too.
The Dolphins pick at number 3, correct?
Yes.
The rumor is that the Panthers will try, because unfortunately, I don't understand it, but unfortunately, they want to move on from Teddy. So the rumor is
I don't understand that either. They must see something that we don't see.
They want somebody who can sling the ball down the field.
Teddy, he's really never had that type of arm.
Yeah, they want somebody.
Ball.
Yeah. So the rumor is that they would be a trade with you guys and move up to number 3 and pick Justin Fields at number 3 from
Ohio State.
Are you all trading that pick?
I don't know. I haven't looked at anything since.
Should you trade that pick?
No.
Who do you want at number 3?
I'm with what all the people say. Get that kid that sat out for LSU.
Jamar Chase.
And then did you see where Jones? He's the kid from LSU is the top receiver and the Heisman Trophy winner from Alabama. I think he's maybe 4 or 5.
I think he's 3rd. I think there's the kid from Alabama, the kid from LSU, the kid from Alabama who set out.
Yeah, the other, yeah.
And then Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
So you're saying hold on at number 3.
Yeah, and get our guy a quality wideout that he can throw to.
Okay.
a possession guy that can get the ball, that he can feel comfortable with.
Okay.
They got to develop to him, man. I'm hanging on to hope. I'm a realist. You try to put me against Jarrell all the time. Is what you do.
I've just never seen anybody
iffy
when it comes to their own team. That's all. It looks like we got a caller coming in. But this dude will sell his team out in a minute. He will sell his team out.
Can I call you back? Can you call me back at 11 minutes?
Listen,
please?
A couple other things really quick. We've got Glenn has said he wants a receiver at number 3.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking about a possession receiver, then why not take Kyle Pitts? If you're talking about a possession receiver,
because the kid that we have at tight end right now, I can't think of it. Is it Sadecki or something? He's
got a pretty good tight end.
Yeah, we got a nice tight end. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got a football playing tight end.
You need somebody to stretch the field.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody. Okay. All right. I got one more question for you. What are the Dolphins going to do in the backfield? Tua needs a running game.
He really does. And we drafted kind of high at running back. Maybe the year before last. I can't think of this guy's name either. But I think we got away from our running game. Some days we had it.
Okay.
And we would get away from it for whatever reason. Chan Gailey likes to throw the ball. You know that. He likes to throw the ball. He likes to
he's not there anymore.
But who is it? That's right. Hold on.
I don't know who your new OC is, but didn't Chan Gailey retire?
Let's see. Yeah, but you're absolutely correct. We need to run the ball, and that would with the rookie quarterback. Every quarterback can use a running game, but especially he'll be in his second year quarterback. You know, and he knows he's under a microscope. You know, he knows that everybody's watching him. He knows that this is his year. He should have
so we're giving quarterbacks 2 years now?
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
We're giving quarterbacks 2 years.
So wait. So the way that he played at Alabama is what we all want, and that's the tour that we thought we were going to get. And I don't know if it's the system that they're going to use, but we got it. We got it
in Indy. The first 3 years in Indy, the Colts did not get the Peyton Manning from Tennessee. The first 3 years in Indy, the Colts did not get the Andrew Luck from Stanford.
He did not.
It takes a minute. We just don't give these. I think Russ messed it up for all rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because he had such a great poised rookie year. He messed it all up for rookie quarterbacks. And now everybody expects, and now in that class, Justin Herbert has messed it up for that class because he had such a great rookie campaign.
Yeah.
You know, let's flip back to the NBA. A couple things because we got the trade deadline coming. We've got teams buying out players. We still expect Andre Drummond to be bought out, and we'll see where he falls. We still expect a couple of more buyouts, but one buyout took place on last week. The Pistons bought out Blake Griffin.
He's out of there.
Blake Griffin left.
Where's he going?
Blake Griffin left $13.1 million on the table.
On the table.
To get out of Detroit.
He was ready to get out.
Signing with the Brooklyn Nets.
Can you believe it?
So what are your thoughts on KD Harden, Kyrie. And did you see Kyrie's fro last night? Kyrie had an Uncle Drew fro last
He had an
night.
Uncle Drew fro. I thought he was channeling Kyrie, Kobe Bryant.
He had, I mean, it was, no, because Kobe's fro used to be nappy. Kyrie had a blowout last night.
Yeah, it was old school.
Out.
I think that was, so now that you say that, I think that was his old school contribution. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw that.
I thought Kyrie was playing in the ABA last night.
Yeah. Julius thought that Kyrie's the man though. But yeah.
What do you think about Blake Griffin with KD, Harden, Kyrie?
I think it's a wrap if they'll let if they'll be coached.
They've been coached.
If they allow themselves to be coached. I like the way, and James Harden says he's doing everything it takes to win. And you can kind of see that. You can see that.
Yeah.
You can see that. So I might, you know, Brooklyn has some sharp uniforms. Bro.
You might what?
The court. Angie's a KD friend. I watch a lot of Brooklyn Nets, bro.
You might what?
Kyrie is the most electric finisher in the National Basketball Association.
The great Glenn Allgood, flipper himself.
They have something special coming together.
Another team.
He
is trying to add another team. He's got the Heat. Brooklyn. He's got the Lakers. He's got, who else you got?
No, give me Brooklyn.
Now you're trying to add Brooklyn.
Can you imagine? These boys can come together. That's gonna be good. Good basketball playing, Bishop. Watch what I tell you.
Glenn, do you know if Brooklyn wins the East, that means the Heat can't win the East.
It's a sports view with the crew.
The Heat are supposed to be your hometown team.
Hello?
Well, you pull for people in the division. If the Nets win the East, that means the Heat can't win the East. How are you pulling? But then you're the same guy.
I'm not.
You're the same guy who pulls for football teams in your own division of your Dolphins. How can you?
The Bills, man, the Bills are a good young team. How can you not? If we didn't make it, somebody who's repping us makes it. That's the Bills.
You tire me out, man. You tire me out.
The Bills.
You tire me out. So if the Heat and the Brooklyn Nets are in the Eastern Conference Finals, who you got?
Oh, I'm rolling with the Heat. Rolling with the Heat all the way. By the way, Jimmy Buckets is looking good. Wasn't it strange that he wasn't at the All-Star game?
Well, he said it that Bam wasn't going. He wasn't going.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, a second question.
Yeah.
If Brooklyn beats the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, then who do you cheer for in the finals?
LeBron in them, because it'll be LeBron on the Western side. Dude, can you believe Utah has the best record?
I can. What
do you see about them that lets you know that they should have, this record like that?
That's a very good team, and nobody can guard Joker. It's a very good team. Nobody can, and the Lakers have had injury, and the Lakers don't need the number 1 seed in order to win. So
I like it. In a roundabout way, you just said there that LeBron is the greatest.
No, I didn't.
On the court.
No, I didn't. But we applaud him because he's a great player. He's a great humanitarian. He's obviously a great teammate. You gotta give it to him. Nevertheless, he's not my guy. That's all I'm saying. He's just not my guy. He's not my guy. Now, if he overtakes Cap, being a pass first guy, if he overtakes Kareem in 3 years, as the all-time leading scorer, then I guess you got to give it to him. He's just not my guy, though. He's just not my guy. Dr. Kim says hers either. Hers either. So are you saying he's the greatest of all time?
LeBron James?
Yeah.
No. That for me is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, MJJ.
So you're just saying he's the greatest in the league right now?
He's the greatest in the league right now. This dude is great. This dude is transcending basketball. Some motion pictures when it comes on, you see, what do you see? Bron. That's all he did, just 4 letters. Bron.
I'm so tired. I don't know if it's the Peloton bike or you, but I'm tired. I'm tired. Listen, a couple other things really quick. This is a what's your view question. This is a sports view with the crew. This is a what's your view. I want to hear the view of great Glenn Allgood. And you all tell us what your view is. 407-894-1680. Call into the station. Or you can hit us up if you're watching online. What is your view? Last week was, I think, the 51st anniversary of Ali Frazier won. 51st anniversary, 50 years ago, Ali Frazier won. Has UFC overtaken boxing as far as revenue, as far as fan support? Has UFC overtaken boxing?
Yeah.
What's your view?
Yes, it has. Matter of fact, the UFC fights on the pay-per-view, they're really entertaining, exciting.
I've never watched a whole fight.
Yeah. And so it looks like that's where the public, that our taste is going. Instead of the boxing ring, it's the octagon. And they've got a really good industry going on. Yeah, they've got a really good thing going on over there at the UFC. So, and then they've got characters. They allow their fighters to be characters. They allow
so does boxing.
Well, man, I tell you what, because boxing, you miss all of the great old fighters. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray and
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because there was a fight this weekend. I just saw the clips, but there was a fight this weekend. It was for a belt. The champion was disqualified for an illegal knee.
I watched it.
You saw that?
Yes.
And the guy who won the belt was in tears. Well, first it took him like 30 minutes to get up from that illegal knee. But he was in tears and he left the belt in the ring. He didn't want to win it like that. He was in tears. What were your thoughts on that? You saw it.
I understood it for maybe the first 5 minutes of it, but then after that, bro was doing too much. He got kneed in the head. Of course, you didn't want to win it like that. He wasn't going to win anyway. That kid, that guy had tired him out, and his motor, he was done. He had spent all that he had on his striking and kicks and those back spins, and he was done. He was going to lose. He was going to lose, and so he couldn't have continued the fight. He couldn't get up. So it's a weird way to win a fight, but those are the rules. And the guy that need him, he got mad. Did you watch the fight?
No,
you didn't watch the fight. The dude, that was an angry knee. That was a knee in the head because he had been laying on the mat like a bug, which was one of his little, it annoyed the champion, and that was the result of the annoyance. He kneed him right in the forehead when he was down on the mat. Now, for that kid, he should have took that belt. And this, I guess, is what you're asking. Should he have taken the belt? Yeah, He should have taken the belt, you know, a sniffle or two, and that's it. Go on home and fight another day, bro.
So if it were you,
Mm-hmm.
if it were you, you would change your Facebook profile to champion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's a champ. He's the champ by disqualification. He's the champ by disqualification. It was horrible. He'll get to fight him one day, but right now he's the champ by disqualification. That'll work for me.
You would actually take the belt.
I take the belt.
The great Glenn Allgood.
I would take the belt.
I would leave the belt. I would take the check. I would take the check. I would leave the belt. We got to get out of here. Folks, here is the review of this show. The great Glenn Allgood has another team.
Brooklyn, baby. The Brooklyn clan. Brooklyn, baby. Haven't you always liked Blake Griffin? You don't like Blake?
Not really. I didn't like him at Oklahoma.
You didn't like it at Oklahoma? You thought his brother was better?
No, his brother was terrible.
His brother was horrible.
Yeah. Listen, catch us on Friday. Same bat time, same bat station. We'll be back on Friday. Hopefully, Jarrell will be with us on Friday. I'm BDT.
I'm Glenn Allgood. See ya.